What's up, guys? So I'm starting this video like this in the hopes that I might get to those people who type first and then ask questions later. This is what I look like right now. This is without a stitch of makeup on. These are my surgery results. I love them. While I say that, I am also saying that this surgery was my decision, a personal one, not something that I would push on anyone else. I am not claiming that plastic surgery is the way to go. I am not saying that my decision and my reasons for that decision apply throughout for everybody. This is just me sharing my personal experience, and I'm happy with the decision that I made. I'm happy with my life, and let's get on with the video. So as you guys may or may not already know, my video was picked up by a couple of platforms, Lad Bible or UniLad, as well as VT, and my video has gone completely viral. Okay, so sometimes I don't think before I speak. When I say completely viral, all I mean is that it's gone on VT, it's gone on UniLad, and it's gotten a whole bunch of views and a whole bunch of comments. And unfortunately, together with internet fame come the internet trolls, as you guys already know. Now, I am very much one to stand up for myself. I am very much one who thinks that everybody is entitled to their own opinion. So I just wanted to do a fun sit-down video reacting to some of the craziest comments on these videos. And of course, because this is a makeup channel, I'm gonna be doing my makeup. I am trying a new mic setup and I do have a lot of stuff. So if you hear a lot of noise, I am sorry. I'll try to keep it to a minimum, but here we go. I'm gonna pull up the video and pull up some of the comments, and let's get started. Okay, so for my base, I'm gonna do the technique done by Jordan Liberty. It's gone viral. It actually works really well. I'm just gonna show it to you guys while I read out the comments. So the comment that I got the most: she didn't need it. She did not need that surgery. She was beautiful before. First of all, to everyone who said that, thank you so much. I mean, it's really nice to know that had I chosen not to go through with the surgery, that so many of you guys would have been so supportive. Second of all, you are entitled to your own opinion, but I am really happy with the results that I got, and that's that. Second most published comment: she looked way better before. Again, thank you so much. I'm really happy that you thought so, but I'm also really happy with the way I look right now. So I'm just using the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. Love this primer. I'm gonna use one of my favorite foundations, the Dior Forever Undercover. Next comment: I see no difference. She was beautiful before. A waste of money. Something tells me that this will not be the last surgery for her. Eventually she will have a stretched out, unnatural looking face. That seems to happen a lot, but I'm just not one of those people. I mean, I have strong opinions about the way faces look, and I know what I want mine to look like. But at the end of the day, you know, if I wanted one of those stretched out faces, hey, that's my prerogative. I think that's gonna be a recurring theme in my answers in this video, is that it's my choice to do what I want. And you might not like it, but as long as I'm happy, it doesn't really matter. This one I got kind of a lot as well. This is just one of them. It's her choice to do the surgery. But when she got kids, the kids most probably won't look like her. Hopefully will look like her partner if he doesn't do the plastic surgery. Okay. This is hilarious. I know there was this story somewhere that went viral about this guy who sued his wife because his kids came out and looked the way his wife did before the surgery, and he had no idea that she'd had surgery done. It was funny, but I'm really happy with the way I looked before. I made these changes because I wanted to, but that doesn't mean that I hated the way I looked before. So if my kids come out looking like the old me, I'd be happy. I'd love them anyway. And you know what? In the future, if my child comes to me at an appropriate age, obviously, and in an appropriate mental state, if my child came up to me and said that they want a plastic surgery, hey, their prerogative. That's not to say I'm not gonna raise my children to love themselves, because I am, if I ever have children. And just for the record, my husband does know what I looked like before. He got together with the old me. He was against the surgery, but decided that because I wanted to do it, that he would support me, and I really appreciate him for that. He was the one who nursed me and took care of me during my recovery. So thanks so much, Chase. I love you. I noticed she talked very nasally, like you can tell something was in her nose. I personally would not do that. There was nothing wrong with her face to begin with. I was very nasally. I couldn't move my face for the first few months after surgery. Like at the point when I filmed that video that went viral, I was only about 3 months or 4 months into recovery, so it wasn't that far along, and I still had a long way to go. Right now, I am 1 year post-surgery. Everything is moving fine. Her nose is still a little crooked after surgery. I don't know if she's still recovering, since I know nose jobs take a year to heal. That is exactly right. It took me about a year to see all the changes and to have everything kind of settle into place. Why is her face so pink? And someone replies, way too much blush. It was awful. That was a style that I was really into at that point in time. It's called the drunk blush trend, and it's very big in Asia. I liked it. I really liked it a lot, so that's how I chose to film. Although in hindsight, I do think that I really should have filmed without any makeup for some of the clips, just so people could tell exactly what it looked like before and after. I shouldn't have done like the entire video with a full face of makeup. Plastic surgery is only for people who have problems, not for fools like you. Here's the thing. Everybody has the right to do whatever they choose to do. It's not like I was taking a hospital bed away from someone who needed plastic surgery. I went to a cosmetic clinic. I went somewhere that specializes in cosmetic facial restructuring, and as is my running theme throughout this video, it was my choice. Another comment that I always get is, was it worth all that pain and all that discomfort? Honestly, it wasn't painful at all. As you will see in the Q&A in my Instagram highlights, which I will link below for you guys, by the way, you'll find out a lot more about the surgery and how I was going through it. I didn't experience a lot of pain. It was a really easy recovery. Obviously, I was uncomfortable for the first like 3 days, but besides that, I didn't experience any pain. I do understand though that there are risks with every surgery, and that's why I would never ever push my decision on someone else. But it is my decision, and it's my face, and it's my life. Should have tried a therapist first. Money would have been better spent. While I do understand that it is a big thing for some people to choose to undergo plastic surgery for someone else instead of themselves because they were pressured into it, because for some reason they were bullied because of their looks, that wasn't the case for me. I am of sound mind. I made this decision on my own, and I'm happy with the way things turned out. Okay, here's another one that was a recurring theme. Seems she was trying to distance herself from her natural Asian features. Sad. It's not about looking Asian versus not looking Asian. This was a simple refinement of features. It wasn't anything to look like anyone, and that's the thing that really bothers me, is when someone says that I'm trying to look European and that I'm trying to run away from my Asian culture. I am proud of my Asian culture. I don't understand why people need to hate on race so much. I just wanted to kind of take a moment here and acknowledge the Black Lives Matter cause and the unjust killing of George Floyd, which I only found out about a couple of days after I filmed this video. And not being from or living in the US, I didn't really have much knowledge of Black history or culture, but I do have experience with racism, and I stand strongly against it. I've been reading up and educating myself and trying my best to be a useful ally to the Black Lives Matter movement. And just in case you wanted to learn a little bit more, I've linked in the description box some resources for you to educate yourself or donate or just contribute in any way that you can, because I do strongly feel like this affects us all. And as I keep saying in this entire video, this world needs more love, you know? It's something that bothers me a lot. I used to live overseas when I was younger, and there would be these uneducated fools that would come out of nowhere and start screaming at us for being who we were. I feel like that says more about the kind of person that you are than it says anything about me. I don't hate my race. Yes, I decided to refine my features, but it has nothing to do with race whatsoever. It just, like, that's the only thing that makes me mad here, is when someone says that I'm trying to appropriate somebody else's facial features, culture. I don't know. Whatever it is, I don't like it. Don't ever say something like that, because that's not what it was about. And if I did really want to look European, don't you think that I would have gone much further than this? As a lot of the comments say, I still look 100% Asian, and I like that. They all want to be Europeans. Inferiority complex. I am proud that I am Asian. She did it for the Okay, first of all, I was married when I got this procedure done. I have enough. Thank you very much. Sometimes I think that some of the things that these people say They say for attention more than anything. Why? You know, if you're not building something you can honestly be proud of and take credit for, why even do it? Like, I don't understand this need for those 5 seconds of internet fame, because they're not gonna lead to anything. But hey, you know, you do you, boo. If that's something that you enjoy and you get a kick out of, who am I to say anything about it, right? This one's funny. Who the f is behind her? It's really scary. So at one point in the video, and I have no idea why I didn't notice this while I was editing, Jace comes up behind me while I'm talking to the camera. So for those of you guys who are wondering, that's my husband, and he wanted to come up to me and ask me something, but he realized I was filming, and so he hid behind the camera. Not well, obviously. And so that's why I have this weirdo hanging around in the back of my video. So in case you guys were wondering, the gorgeous colors I am using are from this Laura Mercier palette. It's called the Parisian Nudes eyeshadow palette. Okay, so this guy kind of pissed me off because he was actually ballsy enough to at me in the comment section of the video, and in that comment he called me a clown. I don't know where people come off being so mean to other people, and because he mentioned my username, he was actually talking straight to me. I'm never the kind of person who is going to stoop to the level where I would actually call him out in the comments and start, like, I don't know, a comment war or something, but I just want to know, like, didn't your mama teach you better? Now she doesn't look Asian. She took away her heritage. I'm wondering who she was trying to please. Maybe herself. Yes, I was trying to please myself. There is no other reason why I would get surgery. This was all about me, and I am proud to say that I made this decision for myself. Global warming will have her face back to the original shape. Okay, I laughed when I read this one, and I'm hoping this person was just making a joke and not actually thinking that that was the case, but thank you for making me laugh. Now this was another comment that I got a lot. Sad that she felt that she needed the surgery. I don't want to defend myself and say that I didn't think that I needed the surgery, because I know that a lot of people who get surgery get it because they feel the need to change something about themselves, and I don't think that that's wrong. But while saying that, that wasn't the reason why I chose to get the surgery. I don't feel like I needed it, and I don't want you to take this the wrong way, because it really could be construed in the wrong way, but I could and I wanted to, so I did. And I'm really not trying to be disrespectful of anybody else's position and state of mind. That's just where I was at. And that's, again, one of the reasons why I really wanted to make this video, to show you guys that everybody has their own decisions for doing what they do, and they are entitled to these decisions. Don't call someone a clown or stupid or mentally ill for making a decision for themselves. It's not for you to say. And really, this world needs so much more love than it does hate, so much more acceptance than it does judgment. And what good does it do you to sit there and criticize somebody and make fun of their choices or get so angry over the choice that someone else made for their own body? I just feel like, I don't know, there's a lot more love to be had in this world, and I think we should all take that path instead. Next comment. That do surgery will never be happy. They look happy, you think they're happy, but it's a MF mess inside. Sorry, dude. Not true. Very happy. Moving on. If your dumbass work out 3 to 5 days a week and eat somewhat healthy every day, the fat on your face melts off. Dumb, desperate, wanting to look good for society. And I don't deny wanting to look good, but at the same time, you're getting the reasons all wrong, you know? Wanting to look good for society. Isn't that the reason everybody dresses up? Partially for themselves, but partially so, you know, someone else comes up to you and tells you how good you look or how pretty you are. I mean, I don't get my self-validation from these kinds of comments, or, I don't know, like being accepted by society. I don't know where I'm going with this. Basically, I want to look good. I think everybody does. And the way that I chose to go around doing it, yes, it's unconventional, but is it wrong? No. Eating somewhat healthy and the fat will melt off your face. I don't claim to be a doctor, but I also know that there are some things that diet and exercise cannot get rid of. And let's just leave it at that. Oh, I've got a good one. How did she travel back to her home country with a face change? Now this is actually a legit question. There are some people who get surgeries that are so extreme that they need to get a letter certifying that they went through a surgery and therefore look different. I was actually a little bit worried about that, so I did ask DocFinder Korea, the agency that helped me out with all this surgery preparation, and they said what I did was subtle enough that I didn't need a letter. But yes, that is actually a legit thing, and some people actually need letters. Your nose looks bad, LMAO, botched. I like the way my nose looked, but that's not to say that the surgery wasn't botched a little bit. If you can see, there is a little scar here, and that was from the surgery. I am getting it fixed right now. I still don't regret anything that I went through, and this is one of the risks, and I have to be realistic about this. This is one of the risks of getting surgery. There are things that could go wrong, and you need to be well aware of that before you ever think or consider getting surgery. It's not something that I take lightly. It's not something that I would ever suggest or put onto someone. But if you were already considering it, I do feel like this is something that I should bring to light and have you take notice of and acknowledge before you go through with whatever it is that you're thinking about going through. She's still fugly. Well, you are entitled to your own opinion, as I keep saying. But for someone to come out and hate on somebody in public like that, you should have better manners. So I think you need to go home or stay at home. Reflect on the kinds of things that turned you into the person that you are today. Like, I think you should really work on yourself. And that goes for everybody else who is mean online. Not just to me, but to anybody else. Reflect on the kind of person that you are, because you might be happier if you become a better person. Asian women have such low self-esteem. There are women out there who have really low self-esteem, and I don't think it only applies to Asians, and I think overall that we should work on fostering the kind of environment that helps women love themselves and feel strong in their own skin. And if that means not wearing makeup, wearing a lot of makeup, doing surgery, not doing surgery, that is her prerogative. You want to know why women have such low self-esteem? It's because you make comments like that. If you took away those comments, if you took away these things that tear women down and make them feel less than they are, maybe society would be a better place. Just a thought. She should have kept her Asian ass there. First of all, extremely racist. Second of all, have no idea what you're trying to say. I'm not even gonna. Moving on. This makes me sad. As a new mom, I think my baby son is the sweetest and cutest little boy on the planet. Obviously, I'm biased, but every mom feels like this about their child. To see someone else's child say, I don't like this and this about me, and then to go through such a process makes me so sad. That's your child's face, the one you love and created and that you think is perfect. To each their own. I think it's such a beautiful thing that as a mom, you accept your son as he is and you think that he's perfect. That's beautiful, and that is the way that it should be. But I hope that one day, if your son, in the right frame of mind, of his own volition, comes to you and tells you that there are things about him that he wants to change, I hope that you're open enough to accept these things and allow your son to be the person that he is. You need a train crash accident to accept yourself before doing this nonsense surgery. Hope you will have it now. Some people need brain surgery more than plastic surgery. I think you might be one of them, but hey, I'm not here to judge. I am happy and I am of perfectly sound mind. So again, you know, it's my decision and I decided to do this. End of story. I don't know if it's more stupid or sad if such pretty girls have plastic surgery. It's neither stupid nor sad. It is just what it is, but thank you so much for calling me a pretty girl. Can't people just hold the genes they were born with? All this just to get sued by your future husband for making ugly youths? Plastic surgery won't change your DNA. Again, I mean, to people making these comments, I really hope that in the future, whatever child you get, however he or she looks, you're gonna love them. Okay, this one I kind of got a laugh out of. Someone was trying to defend me and say that my choices, my body, you know, it's my choice to do what I want, which was very nice of you. And this guy replied and said, It's people's choice to laugh at what they want, you hypocrite. Okay, like on the one hand, maybe there is something to what he's saying, but on the other hand, what I'm doing is not affecting you in any way, you know? I would never push my opinion on anyone, and what I did for myself. It has nothing to do with you. But putting out comments that belittle me as a person, it's not very nice, and you could see why people would take offense at the things that you said and try to stand up for me, because what I'm doing is not affecting your life, but what you chose to write is mean, it's hurtful, it fosters a very bad, negative environment, and it's uncalled for, basically. Also, I think a lot of people are slightly confused as to my race and my heritage. I am not Korean, even though I did get my surgery done in South Korea. I am actually from Malaysia, and my ethnicity is Chinese. So my ancestors are from China, emigrated to Malaysia. We've been living here for about 3 or 4 generations. So yeah, to you guys making all these comments about typical South Korean looks, I ain't South Korean. And that is all the time that we have for today. I hope that you guys found this video at least a little bit entertaining. I mean, I did this all for fun, but also to call out the very toxic behavior online these days, because people feel like they can hide behind their random profile pictures or their anonymous accounts and say the most mean things online. I don't think that that is the way to go. I think that the entire world could do with being a little bit nicer to one another, and I hope that this video has somehow inspired some of you guys to tell the more nasty people in your lives to stop being that way, because I think the people who are watching this video are probably not those types, which I really appreciate, by the way. I love you guys. I love my community here on YouTube. And if you're new to this channel, welcome. We love each other here. We are very open here. If you would like to see more of my videos, please do hit the subscribe button and click on the notification bell to get notified of my new videos. Thank you guys so much for staying along with me and watching this video. I hope we can foster a lot more kindness and love in the world, and I hope I see you in my next video. Bye!